Welcome to episode 200. I'm Bill Snodgrass, and I really did not know how to start or how to make episode 200. I wanted episode 200 to stand out, just because it's 200. And so I went to my No Small Creator Facebook group and asked, for ideas, and there were some good ideas that were given. And I tried to take sort of the underpinning idea for all of those ideas and let that guide this video. And the concept that emerged, the concept that came from what I saw in the suggestions was, I want to talk about agency. I want to talk about agency in the context of us as people in the world. What does agency mean? A lot of people can quickly connect agency to, well, like a sports athlete has an agent, or an actor or a musician has an agent, or a writer has an agent. An agent is someone who represents the person to the world. An agent, if you have an agent, that is someone who is acting on your behalf. And if you think of like secret agents and spies, they are acting on behalf of the king. James Bond, is acting on behalf of the queen and all of those sorts of things. So an agent is a person who is acting on your behalf, who is doing things and making decisions on your behalf. Now here is the concept, here is the idea that I want to talk about in this video. You are your agent. I am my agent. I am the person who is acting on my behalf. You are the person who is acting on your behalf. And if you don't do it, it's not getting done. If you don't do it, if you don't act on your own behalf, it's not going to happen. And this is true in every domain. This is true in relationships. This is true in business. This is true in recreation. This is true in academics. This is true if you're going into the trades. If you don't act on your behalf, it won't get done. Agency is this concept of acting on behalf of yourself. If you don't save money, it won't get saved. If you don't do the study, it's not going to get studied. If you don't do the assignment, it's not going to get done. If you don't do your part of the report, no one's going to do it for you. No one is going to study and then somehow transfer that information to you. No one is going to write your part of the report and then somehow give you credit for it. Agency is the thing that separates you from where you are to where you want to be. The process of doing the steps to carrying out the plan. No one's going to dream dreams for you. No one is going to set goals for you. No one is going to make a plan for you. You may have people. Part of your plan is enlisting help, enlisting people around you to work with you, enlisting other people to participate with you in your process. But no one is going to do all of those things for you. And in the end, if you don't do it, then you're going to stay where you are, because if you don't move, you won't change. If you don't move from where you are, you're going to stay where you are. If you don't change, you're going to stay how you are. Agency is that thing that moves you from where you are somewhere else. Hopefully, agency will move you towards where you want to be. Hopefully, agency will move you from the now to the what will be. Now, agency could move you in the wrong direction, because you can make agency decisions. You could make decisions for yourself that cause you to go somewhere else. And then you have to face the consequences of those bad choices. No one is going to face the consequences of your bad choices for you. If you choose to, jump off of a very tall ladder, you're going to face the consequences of that broken leg. Now, you may enlist people to help you, nurses and doctors and people like that. You may enlist them, but the consequences of jumping off that tall ladder, those consequences are yours. the results of your decisions and the consequences. When the results are positive, that's yours. When the results are negative, those consequences are yours too. The second aspect of agency is a little bit different, a little metaphysical, a little theological, a little altruistic. You can distill this down to a moral ethical code rather than being theological about it. But as human beings on the planet, there is an ethical, or you can say, I would say there is a theological reason for us to operate on the behalf of the planet and the people around us. That we are agents in making things better around us. Not only are we agents in making our own lives better, no one is going to do it except us. We're also agents in making things around us better. No one is going to do it except us. If you're walking down a trail through the woods and you see a piece of garbage on the ground, if you don't pick it up, it's still going to be there. And unless someone else comes behind you and does what you should have done in the first place, that piece of trash is going to stay on the trail and distract others from the joy of the nature moment. No one is going to act on behalf of the world around you except you. You're compelled to. The idea theologically is that the human being, humanity, is in the really goes back in Judeo-Christian to Second Temple era and on, that the people of God are to represent and to do the work of God in the world around them. And I'm not saying that God can't directly intervene in the world anymore, but I'm saying that it is the mission of and the purpose of humanity to create, and the concept, the ancient concept was to create the kingdom of God on earth. To create the kingdom of God, to make the world better, to make the world better around you. And whether you dismiss the theological 100% and you want to look at this from a purely moral and ethical standard, there is an ethical reason to act on behalf of the people who can't act effectively on their own behalf. It almost contradicts what I said in the first part, where you're responsible for yourself and everyone's responsible for yourself, and you're responsible for everyone else. It's almost a contradiction. You are both responsible for yourself and everyone is responsible for themselves, and you're responsible for everyone else and everyone else is responsible for everyone else. It's a paradox. It's a paradox. And it's true. No one is going to get you to your goal, yet it is your responsibility to help other people reach their goals. How about that? That's probably enough confusion for the moment to take this one out. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe to the channel. There will be more episodes. This is season 1. I'm in the 200th episode of season 1. I started on October 15th last year, and now I'm a little bit past that, hitting the 200th episode. So it's been a long ride. This is kind of a lot of my videos have been about doing what you have to do what you want to do, or doing what you need to do to help other people do what they want to do, and thus the agency concept emerged. You're the agent of your own success or failure, and you're supposed to help others reach their goals of success. Please subscribe to the channel, sign up for notifications, leave me a comment, question, suggestion. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next episode.